you put the happy
in our birthday.
Wow, you never looked so good. Happy birthday, HSN.
Oh my goodness, what a treat this hour is going to be. Welcome to HSN. I'm your host, Callie Northagen. And this is one of the many beautiful scarves that is coming up in this hour of Clever Carriage handbags. Scarves make all the difference in the world. They can just be the easiest way to just pop up the outfit or make it really look super sexy and sassy. And what I love about our show tonight is that we have 5 beautiful bags, brand new from Kim and Clever Carriage, and they all have matching scarves. So you can get them both. You can get one or the other. It's absolutely up to you. But it's always about the stories that Kim Isaacson, who is, you know what, she is the creator of this amazing brand. 25 years ago, she birthed this beautiful brand called Clever Carriage. It's all about the most incredible, one-of-a-kind goods, eclectic, unique, high-end, and boy, Kim, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Look at your long hair. I haven't seen you in forever.
I haven't been to hairdresser in 5 months.
Well,
it's so amazing. Welcome to my home.
Look at you, beautiful. Amazing? Oh my gosh, I love that we get to have a little sneak peek into your personal life. Thank you for letting us join you. Kim, we're gonna start. It's gonna be a fast and furious hour. It's been too long since we've seen you. So you've been hard at work, I can see. Let's start with your beautiful scarves, Kim. I love how I feel when I wear this.
I love ribbons, okay? I collect ribbons. You know, ribbons have been around for years, and there's something in haberdashery that always add to your outfit. And ribbons, I always think that a ribbon is like a seal of approval. It's like, it's my medal. So I collect ribbons. So these were all inspired by Victorian embroidered ribbons. So you can see how we actually took it from the bag, and we took the ribbons from the bag, and we made a matching scarf. And what's amazing about digital printing on silk is that the actual silk is actually printed all the way through. So if you wear it on either side, you want to flip it over, it looks fabulous because the actual print is actually permeated into the silk. And you've got a luxurious silk. And you know, I was using this one on my bed. It looks unbelievable at the end of the bed.
Oh, what a great idea.
I use scarves everywhere in the home. At the end of your bed, I always use them when you've got a couch that's got a little bit of a hole. I cover it with a scarf. So there's something about this digital print in this that it's got this luxurious, it's also big. So you can use it right through the season. And the actual detail of the actual, you can see how we did the ribbons actually, you can see the embroidery of how we actually, and you can see the actual stitch count on the embroidery, which is amazing.
So I have to let everybody know, Kim, if anybody's new to shopping with Kim and Clever Carriage, guys, this woman is amazing. First of all, I'm just gonna say this. Complete 100% silk, so it's the best of qualities. We have so few of any one thing. For example, we are down to 55 scarves. We have 55 lucky ladies who can treat yourselves to this beautiful, the quality of what Kim does, it's impossible to explain until you see something in person. But I love your love of ribbons and so many other things that are so, I don't know, they just kind of brighten our spirits during times that have been more challenging than any of us can explain. So yes, it's, you know, it's not the most inexpensive brand, I will say that. Worth every dime. When you buy quality, Kim, you have it forever.
Right, it's an investment piece, and that's really what's beautiful. You fall in love with it, you wear it, and it's like I'm at a period in my time right now where I want stuff that I absolutely love. You know, we all have seen what happened in 4 months to us, that this is the time to honestly to invest in yourself and buy something that you're passionate about. You know, who knows what we're going tomorrow. Look what happened to us in 4 months. You know, I'm wearing, when I'm going out, I'm wearing the most expensive espadrilles. I'm putting on the most expensive perfume. I'm not keeping anything. This is a time to honestly invest in yourself.
Boy, I couldn't agree with you more. And it is true. Like right now, I've had days, Kim, where I'm just like, I can't take it. So sometimes
I know, but that's so... You buy a scarf, and it hides everything. I put on the COVID-20, probably the COVID-25. My bra was even uncomfortable tonight, okay? So
I hear you.
It's definitely, you know, and a scarf hides everything.
It does. I mean, from
it's
our
like
necks.
An immediate facelift.
From our necks on down.
It hides everything.
It's so true. So I know all silk, and by the way, 80 by 40 inches. Love the little tassels, and with Kim's love of ribbons, you guys can you can tell this is going to be something that you'll just enjoy wearing. So let's talk about the matching handbag next, Kim. This is amazing.
Right, isn't this amazing? So you've got embroidered the ribbons on both sides of the bag. It's trimmed in leather. It's lightweight. I always say that the bags must weigh nothing because I weigh enough. So I wanted to create an interesting bag that that is a medal for you for going through this whole period of the last 4 months. And what I did, I made a heart charm. It's embroidered. On the website, it's not embroidered. They show the wrong side. So this is the correct side. It's embroidered. And it's got a tassel, and it's to teach you to love yourself, which I think is such an important to remember every single day that you've got yourself through this, that this ribbon is your medallion. And in the Victorian times, ribbons were used everywhere. Queen Victoria loved roses, and there's something beautiful about ribbons. And I think that the beauty of the ribbon and the colors, that it goes with everything, and it's seasonless. You can wear it right through the year.
Oh, I love the colors. They're so bright and cheerful, the bright pinks and the reds and the greens. I'm gonna open this bag up, Kim, so I can show everybody. Of course, you're getting your dust bag, but the inside is just open so nice and wide. Some of those fell in there, but you can see it's got the zippered compartment here. You've got pouches on the opposite side. In terms of the size of the bag itself, it's really the perfect sweet spot. Let's see, 13 in length, 6 in width, it's 10.5 in the height, and it's got the 2 9.5-inch leather straps. Can we talk about your leathers, Kim, because they're incomparable?
We soft leather. There's a recipe on a bag. In other words, the bag it's got to have a decent shoulder drop because there's nothing with the strap knot, and then it's got feet at the bottom in case you go into a ladies' room and you can't, you don't have to hang it around your neck. So everything is really comfortable, and it's lightweight, and there's something beautiful about a ribbon bag that it will never age, and it will always look better.
Look at this.
And it just pulls you together.
So Kim, you said you took the print of this ribbon bag and you digitize it to the silk scarf to match. That's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is. Look at it's amazing. We mix the benefit of handwork, and I search for these ribbons. In other words, I really look for I wanted lavenders, I wanted purples, I wanted pinks, I wanted reds, and it was, it's very easy, and that's really what Clever Carriage stands for. It's the eclectic mix of different and different colors. And I think that it's got a melody, in other words, of a symphony of ribbons.
Just the most beautiful choice. I love that you've been collecting ribbons as a little girl. And you're right. This is one of those nights. It's like treat yourself to something that just uplifts you. I mean, whether it's look at this. Scarves are game changers. This is what we started the show with, so I'll remind you of it. And this is the brand, all brand new from Kim. She's been working feverishly behind the scenes. And I know, Kim, your bags take so long to create. And especially with the second bag that's coming up, the tote in just a few moments. We'll elaborate on that. I'd love to also welcome everybody to join on the testimonial lines and give us a call, because Kim.
It's so wonderful to have friends and family. No one's been in here for 4 months, so I feel like it's amazing to have all of you in my home. Yay. I love it.
It is a treat. Thank you for welcoming us. You've been with us 14 years, Kim. It's amazing. And your brand, I mean, it has stood the test of time for obvious reasons. The quality and the investments that you make in these, because the truth is, Kim, scarves may be something that are maybe a little bit more frivolous. Handbags aren't. We need handbags. And why carry some handbag that doesn't have personality like this one does?
I love something, and I think that already at this time period that we've been going through, we want something that's authentic, that's unique, that's different, that you're not going to see everybody, and that it's when we go out, we've got to carry our paintings with us. It's like wearable art in the street.
Right.
No one's coming to your house anymore. So basically, this is your painting. This is when you're going out, you've got to make a statement. So it's got to be eye candy and a conversation piece.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And it's really hard to even tell from the television screen, Kim, the materials that you've used here. There's some beautiful, metallic threading. I mean, this is all embroidered ribbons. It's incredible. Take a look at this.
I know. You know, when I do something, I really had to take it to the next notch. I didn't want to just do a regular ribbon. It had to be an encrusted, heavily embroidered ribbon so that it had a texture to it, which I loved.
Oh.
And I love the mixture of all the different colors on the ribbons. And you know what? Every one of us deserves a medal. We deserve something that we've gone through something. I buy my own trophies. I've never won a trophy. I buy my own ribbon, horse racing. I love ribbons. I tie them on everywhere. And this is kind of your kind of bag to treat yourself well.
I agree. Your spirit is just so good for my heart tonight, Kim, and everything that you've been working on that we're able to offer our ladies tonight. In terms of the scarf, we are down to about 2 or 3 dozen. We've got about 3 dozen left of this beautiful Victorian ribbon satchel. This is absolutely, like I said, it's 13.5 in length. It really is. Look at how pretty this is. With my blue blouse, look at how it just kicks up all the colors of that. Oh, it's just beautiful. Look at that.
And you can wear it in the fall as well, and that's with jeans. You can. I'm really trying to go seasonless. In other words, that you can wear stuff right through the year.
That's exactly right. Seasonless. Buy it now, wear it now. And I do agree with your philosophy. Like, make yourself feel good during these times. If a little retail therapy is gonna do that, or some bright colors, these are medals of honor to be able to carry something that is so one of a kind. I mean, limited editions, truly. Heirloom quality, no question about it. We definitely hope that you guys can live for today. Right? That's what this show is all about with Kim. I agree with you, Kim. Well, I'm gonna change from one scarf to another as we move into our next bag of the show, and it's my favorite. I can't even begin. Look at the exquisite detailing on this. My gosh. Okay, so this, let's back up. It's called the Capri. Handcrafted, hand braided, hand knotted. This is the best selling bag that Kim ever did for us in the past. And we have it now in these beautiful colors of leather. The bone, the navy blue, called denim, or red. Oh my gosh, Kim. I have to show everybody, first of all, look at how that opens up with the double zip. Look at the leather pulls. I'll just kind of give you an idea. Look at the glide of the zippers. But it's really, to me, the functionality is incredible. But look at these details. It's absolutely mind-boggling. These handcrafted, everything about it is leather. And I know it takes over 10 hours to create each panel of each side of these bags. So let's take a look, because I'll have Kim go through the specifics as to, I mean, the way that the handles are braided and the knotting on the front of this bag. You can see it from a picture, but you can see it even better when we get these close-ups. All of this is done by hand. All braided, all knotted, all cut, it's incredible, Kim. And this bag is over $100 off. It's $120 off tonight during this show with you. What a treat this is. Kim, oh my gosh, where do we begin?
This bag is made by leather artisans, and they really are leather artisans, because they've got to go through a craft college, seriously, 5 years. So this is not just made by anyone, and I think that's what we're into this time period. We're into a period whereby we want authentic. We want people that are qualified in a job, qualified to do their work, and these are artisans, and this is all done. It takes 10 hours to do, and each one of these knots is hand knotted, and then it's braided into the weaving. So you're looking at 10 hours on each side. Then you've got the handle is completely braided. And then even the detail of the little belt, the loops. And I also believe that it's all about the details. When it comes to a bag, it's a symphony in a story. It's about the shape. And this shape is amazing because it's kind of got a retro vintage shape to it. And you've got 2 compartments, so you can totally organize yourself. Then the leather. We use the soft butter leather, which is really amazing, which ages so well that it looks better in 5 years' time. So it's about the handwork. I've collected leather craft for years. I've collected belts with weaving and all kinds. Now that I don't have a waist, I don't really need belts anymore. So I've basically gone into leather craft in handbags, but there's something about leather craft, and it's, you know, when something is made by hand, I believe that there are two hearts. The heart that makes it, and then the heart that buys it. It's the appreciation of the person making it and the appreciation of the person buying it.
Wow, such a great statement. Kim, you are hilarious. Now that I don't have a waist anymore. That's awesome. I want to show everybody the inside of the bag as well. I'm going to go over to our handbag cam and show you how this opens. I love this, the way this, look at this, how it nestles against your body. The leathers are amazing. So follow me over here, Kim, and I'll let you, explain how functionality is as important as anything. And especially with a bag that you're going to be using so much and you're hard on, you want the best qualities of leathers. So there we go. The Clever Carriage Company, genuine leather, made in India. Look at this beautiful inside detailing. Pockets on both sides to keep organized. And I like the dual chamber kind of design here.
You know, I must tell you something, Kelly. A handbag, a woman's handbag, is more with her than her husband, her boyfriend, or her best friend. You're realizing that? It is. It's with you all the time. So it's your respect level for yourself to organize yourself, because it's kind of like your filing cabinet to organize yourself. And it's our place to keep our own secrets. And I want a bag that's comfortable. The bag is lightweight and yet interesting. There's a tactile quality about it. This is the red color. Then you've got the bone, which is actually my favorite.
I love the bone.
I love the bone. I love the bone. The bone has got this, it's got this antique retro look about it, which I think is so interesting. And I think that even the detail of the braiding, and then it's wrapped, and then all of these hand knots, and then this intricate, effect of how they actually weave it. Go onto hsn.com and you can actually see all the vision, actually how they make each knot. And then each knot is actually put in and placed inside where you can get like a tight of the actual design of, this is what we call handwork, leather craft at its best.
Oh, it's just exquisite. Every time you look at it, you just realize how much work has gone into this. And then look at how this color just pops. I mean, just a basic blue top and, something, it's just such a power color too. I'm such a fan of red. This is the most popular. And I think we've got maybe 2 or 3 dozen left of, 2 dozen left in red. Eeks. 2 dozen.
Red is red is, there's something about red, because you can wear it right through the year. And you want to know what? It's always, everybody always notices a red handbag. It's like a conversation piece. It's like, that's the one piece that your eye focuses on, is the red. Personally, I'm going for I love the denim. Is also a very interesting denim. I've got to tell you, I work so hard. I just want to show you, I wanted to show you. These are the different color swatches that I started with to find the perfect red, to find the perfect. Nothing that I do is easy. And I always say, my mom used to say that a rose is always beautiful at the end, and then you've got to go through a lot of thorns. Well, I go through a tremendous amount of work to get to the product, that it ends, that it's beautiful at the end.
Absolutely. Your mom, look what she brought into the world. You, and look at what you're bringing into the world, all these gorgeous things. This is another scarf that is from the collection, and it goes with any one of the colors of this handbag that we're featuring right now. The Capri, Kim, when I think back to, you've been here 14 years, and I don't get to work with you nearly enough. This is probably the biggest record-breaking bag that you've ever brought to us. It's been forever since it's been back. So thank you. I know it takes forever for one of these bags to be made by hand.
You can see the braiding. It takes hours. Look at the handle braiding. I mean, I don't know if you've ever braided your own hair, but it's intricate, and they spend hours, and you really are working with craftsmen and artisans that love what they do.
That you can tell. Look at that. I just walked in behind it. Look at that. Those are the handles. Look at the multiple layers of leather that are reinforcing. That's a stress point. But all of those, that's not, it's easy enough to just throw some hardware in there. There's no hardware attaching anything. It's all leather.
Handwork. It's all handwork. It's all handcrafted.
And it's
my mom used to talk about recipes, that you have to have respect for a handbag. And this bag oozes respect. because it's a statement piece, because it's beautiful. It's one of those pieces that are beautiful.
It is so beautiful. If I had to pick my favorite, I'm with you. I love the bone. The bone is my choice in this bag. Red, last call, guys. Last call on red. We also have it in the navy. And by the way, this is the scarf we're going to feature for you in just a moment. I will say this, though. It is really a treat to carry something this special, because I think a lot of us we're tired of the basics. You know, you can go somewhere and find some brand that everybody else in the world carries. It's another thing to carry something like this that's heirloom quality, limited edition, one-of-a-kind pieces.
And you know what? Know your stories. In other words, know what leather craft, know that it takes 10 hours, know that it's done with a hand knot, know about the braiding. There is something about knowing what you're buying that we want clever women around us. We want, I want to, my circle of friends, I started 25 years ago, and people, are my friends that have bought my bags, and the bags are even more beautiful when you get them home than you're actually seeing on television.
Yeah. There's no question, which is, by the way, thank you for mentioning that, 30 days for you to be able to inspect and feel and smell and play with it and see what you think before you make your decision. Not to mention, best-selling bag of all time from Clever Carriage is $120 off in this show tonight. So thank you for your calls and orders. I'll remind you of that and give you an update in a moment. But look at this. Every color of the rainbow is featured in this mosaic. Look at that.
I was so excited, Cal, when I saw you in a royal blue, because it looked amazing with this Capri Scarf. This Capri Scarf, I wanted to do little brush strokes of happiness. That's what we called it. So it's because I wanted to try and do a scarf which had, I love pink and red. I love turquoise and royal. And it's a midnight navy background, and it's got an olive green. It's got so many different shades in it that it's like a painting that would look amazing on floating glass, amazing on a white couch, or amazing on a white duvet. And it would look fabulous. And what I love about the scarf is tassels. I believe in tassels for one very important reason. Tassels ward off bad spirits. So in the army, all military have all tassels at the end of the beret to keep them powerful and ward off anything bad. So I think a scarf is like a lucky piece to keep with you, and it's huge. And we use the best silk, and you can see that the print goes all the way through. I hate when you turn around a scarf and you get like white behind it, so it means you can't flip it.
Couldn't agree more.
You can wear this with a coat. You can wear this with jeans. You can literally wear this right through the year, and it's huge. I can see you've got my snake.
It's 79 by 40 inches. And by the way, you could wear this. You could wear this as a swimsuit cover-up, like as a sarong. I mean, you could do.
Yeah.
Right?
You can hide the bathing suit. Yeah. I'm all for it.
Cover me. I mean, you could literally cover yourself. Yeah. The thought of being in a bathing suit after all we've been through, I don't think so. But something like this, look at how it gives you upper arm coverage. You can wear a scarf in so many ways. I think, Kim, you love scarves because it gives you it's almost like wearing a turtleneck in the summer without being too obvious.
Well, it's like my neck is so bad, and I think that a scarf for a woman over 40, it's like a facelift. It's an immediate, quick facelift. And without a scarf, I carry scarves everywhere. I carry them in my bag, and it's kind of like a security that you can do. You can, if you have to go out for dinner, you're going somewhere, you put on a scarf, and in 2 minutes you're dressed. And this scarf oozes personality.
It does.
It's the colors, because it's just got that happy. It's a happy, happy, happy scarf.
It really
and I think
is.
with all the gloom we're going through, look how fabulous it looks. It looks amazing on. And it's the brush strokes of the colors, which is so fantastic.
100%.
And also the artist that I worked so hard with on this, we must have done 4 or 5 different artwork versions of it.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to a scarf, it's about the design of the scarf, it's the print, and then it's the colors.
It's like little blocks of happiness. Every color of the rainbow is featured here. And the tassels, I love the history on the tassels. Thanks for sharing that. I know we're gonna move on and share with you we have 3 other bags and scarves to share tonight. This is 702-641. I have to remind you, my pick of the hour is right here. The Capri. You will love this bag. Keep in mind, again, I know, it's $579 normally. It's on sale by $120 off tonight. So on a flex pay, yeah, I know it's a little more than $150, but can I tell you something? These are bags you will write into your will. We've heard stories. Kim will share more when we come back after a little break, but that's the kind of quality and long time wear that you'll get out of it. You'll wear them now, you'll wear them every season of the year. They won't wear out because they're all handmade. Details coming up, 702-640, and take a look at that video on hsn.com to see how that hand knotting is done. It's fascinating. But we have more to come from Clever Carriage. This is an exciting show. Glad you're with us.
Skinny Girl is designed by a woman for women. It's functional, comfortable, and fashionable. I wanted to celebrate every age, all sizes. It's a line for every body.
Now more than ever, we all need a little extra fun. That's what birthdays are for. Come celebrate our 43rd birthday all month long. Cue to confetti, more deals, more special guests, more new products, more big events, daily surprises, and giveaways galore, 43 to be exact. Some things just get better with age. Find your fun all month long. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900. Are you obsessed with beauty? Join our beauty birthday celebration all day long on July 29th. 24 hours devoted to beauty. Shop your favorite beauty brands like Tweaked, The Beauty Spy, and Beauty Bioscience, and discover our next big brands with The Big Find. Plus, don't miss a 3-hour beauty report with Amy Morrison at 9 p.m. It's an entire day of beauty with valuable birthday surprises, too. Find new favorites Wednesday at midnight on HSN and hsn.com.
Happy 43rd birthday, HSN.
You don't look a day older than 21.
Well, what a treat to have Kim Isaacson from Clever Carriage join us for our final week of our birthday celebration here at HSN. 43 years. We are going strong. I'm Callie. And as we welcome Kim Isaacson back in from her place in New York, I have a quick trivia question for you, Kim, as we celebrate our birthday. Are you ready?
I hate trivia. I'm not the stupid carriage company. I'm not the clever carriage company for trivia. I'm stupid carriage company for trivia.
Okay. Well, this should be easy because I know you're on the show tonight, later on with Colleen. When did The List, Colleen's Thursday night show, first premiere? Was it 2012, 13, or 14?
13.
Close. The answer is
14.
14. Can you believe it? So yeah, you were close. You were just a year off. Whatever.
Yeah.
No biggie. No biggie, Kim. You're so funny. I hate trivia, so do I. So we're going to talk next about Bodrum. This is an interesting, I love the variations. And this is the bag that's coming up, all embroidered on leather. This is the scarf that could potentially go along with it. And it's such a beautiful, I mean, there's a reason for everything Kim does. And this one has such a dimensional quality. The Bodrum scarf, this is again 100% silk. It's 80 by 40 inches. It too has the tassels. It too can be worn in so many ways. Something happens when you put on a scarf like this and wear it more like a, I don't know, like this, but you can wear it however you want to wear it, right, Kim?
You know, the mix of the scarf, it's a collage, and that's really what I wanted to get across over here. I took it from this embroidery that we did, and if you get a close shot over here, the embroidery has a black and white border around it. So I wanted to introduce the black and white twist in the stripe, so that when you wear the scarf, whichever way that you wear it, it's got stripe at the end of it on going down, and then you've got the stripe going across, and then you can mix it so that when you tie it, you get a whole different look. It's like and it looks fabulous at the end of the couch.
Oh, what a great point.
And it's in 100% silk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love scarves that are interesting, that give you a little bit of a twist, that when you're wearing it, you can wear it on different ways. If you wear it over your shoulder or you wear it up and down with a coat. I like a scarf. I collect scarves. I let my mother, I kept all her scarves. And I think scarves tell so much about a person. They're like a storyteller of the person. When a person walks in with a scarf, you can tell so much about what scarf they're wearing.
That is an interesting thing. I'm gonna start noticing that. I know for me, one of the choices I make, or when I'm considering buying scarves, and I'm a collector too, I think there's such a useful thing to have in your wardrobe, because you can wear them as part of your outfit or part of your accessories or in your home. But I love the colors. And now the colors you've chosen in this are totally different from the first two. They were brighter. This one is just elegant. Look at those rich, deep, look at the rusts and the
We've got merlots, you've got lavenders, it's a very sophisticated color story here, that you can wear this year round because of the colors.
Yeah, exactly.
It will look amazing with a pair of jeans and great with a black suit. You know what? I like a magnet for compliments. That's really what I'm going for. I don't want someone to notice that I put on 20 pounds. I need them to notice my scarf, okay? So really, that's really what my whole object is. When I walk out, there used to be a story of a man when he saw something, he wanted his house, and when people walked in, they dropped dead, period. That's how fabulous the house was. And really, when you're walking outside with an amazing house, with an amazing scarf, you want people to be impressed at your taste level, your sophistication on what you bought. And there's something interesting. Have a look next time you notice what scarves people wear. Because I think that when someone wears a scarf, there's so much you can tell. What do they buy? Flowers? Is it geometric? Is it plain black and white? People tell you who they are by their scarves.
It's an really interesting point. I think a scarf is just the quickest, easiest, most fabulous way to just like finish an outfit, just like that perfect little punctuation mark at the end of the sentence. We want to move into the tote though, Kim, because this one also brand new. And Bodrum, which is that combination of the embroidery, the striping, and some of the florals. This is so special. So let's go through this. Now this is also go ahead.
I did this because, if I've got to do something, there's a reason why I've done it. I had never ever seen a bag this is done with a crewel stitch embroidery, but I'd never seen a bag that was padded, that it had a dimensional quality to the back of it, so that it's got a raised effect. It's done with a crewel stitch. A crewel stitch means basically it's a chain stitch. And in the olden days, crewel was done by hand, and the needle that used to make it used to prick you. So it was crewel. So that's where the embroidery name crewel came from. Huh. Yeah. Now, obviously, this is done by machine because crewel embroidery can be done by machine. But there's a tactile quality of the raised effect of this embroidery. I'd seen it first done in Uzbekistan, and then I wanted to create it, and it took so many attempts to get this embroidery right. It took sample after sample after sample, because I wanted the raised effect, and I wanted the black and white stripe, and I wanted the colors. I wanted the pinks and the blues and the merlots and the sages, so that you could wear it right through the year.
And
it's also the butter leather. The color is fantastic.
I was just going to comment on that. It's just a beautiful, buttery, soft,
toffee.
Neutral. There you go.
Toffee.
Oh, look at that.
And not only is the embroidery is on the front, the embroidery is on the back, the embroidery is on the side. So it's completely whatever which way that you wear it. And, there's something comfortable about this bag. It's got a decent shoulder drop. It's got a zipper closure. It's got a zipper inside. You've got feet at the bottom. But the bag is an interesting bag, and you'll wear it right through the year. And it will update any outfit from last year, which is really what, we're all going out now. And when we go out, we're not going out that much, that when we do go out, we need to wear something that we're proud of, that we got, that oozes personality, I think.
I couldn't agree more. Why not? Now is the time to make every single thing we do special and memorable, and especially as it's lingering on and on and on. Something like this can really do a pick-me-up. Yes?
And I use my bags all the time for magazines. I use them for headbands. I use bags around my apartment because this bag will look fantastic in a living room with magazines in it, with a cool embroidery. Try and use in other words, use your accessories in your home.
I love
use your
that
scarves
idea.
on your couch. This will look fabulous with magazines in it in a living room.
That's too good, I love it. And these close-up shots, Kim, is showing us this is not like a painted leather. This is not something, this is literally dimensional embroidery.
Yes, and that's why I did it. That was the major reason of doing it. I had done cool embroidery. There's always a reason why I do something, because I want to always take it one step up. If I've already done a cool embroidery, I now want to do a padded embroidery, and I want to, around it, I wanted the black and white stripe. And we couldn't get this black and white texture. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. We kept on getting black and gray, and I wanted the drama of the black and white so that when it was twisted, you got the actual effect of the black and white. And that's why I wanted the black and white in the scarf, so that you got the stripe effect going in the scarf too.
Okay, well, and
So
that's a great, oh, there you go. Thank you for showing it. I'm gonna show everybody the inside of the bag, Kim. The size on this is 13 inches in length, 5.5 width, 11 in the height, with 2 padded 10-inch double straps, all leather, but look at the inside. Just, it opens so nice and wide. Everything, all of your bags are so functional. I can't stand a bag that's like, the zipper's this long, you can't even get your hand in there. You've got the pocket on one side, 2 pockets there.
You know
Tell
why,
us more.
Patty?
Why?
Because you need a bag with a big mouth.
Kim?
I'm serious. I'm serious about it. I mean, there's certain like rules on a bag. There's nothing worse than a bag that's got a small opening. Seriously. There's nothing worse than a bag when the handle is too short and it doesn't fit you. There's nothing worse when the bag is heavy and before you've walked out the house, you're dragged down by this heavy bag. You've got to get an interesting bag that you fall in love with because of the artwork. And I really want to get across that we're at a time period right now where we all are nurturing towards uniqueness. We want something that's different, something we haven't seen before, and something that you feel when you're walking out the door that you have something that's wearable art. No one's coming to my house, so carry your painting with you.
That's right. And here it is at $110 off the regular price too. So keeping that in mind. And also 3 flex or 4 if you have an HSN card, you could get this for $80 on its way. If you don't have that card, you can apply for that card and get $10 off your first purchase as well. So again, matching scarf, there's the info to be able to apply for the HSN card. It always lets you add another flex pay. So it's always a nice option. And by the way, FlexPay is the best. It's interest-free individual monthly payments. So that means you pay a little today to get your bag delivered, and then you've got a month to be able to play with it and enjoy. So we're gonna move on because we've got 2 more bags we get to share with you tonight from Clever Carriage. But this is 702-634 to get the scarf. The bag itself, the tote, is 702-638. All right, we're gonna move into our next bag, and actually, let's talk scarves. These scarves, Kim, let's talk the fact you use all silk. This one is so elegant and beautiful. It's called Portovino. We've got the black and ivory. That one is so beautiful. And then there's an ivory on ivory, which is a little bit more monotone, or monochromatic, so a little bit more subtle. But this is really all about I don't know, it's just, is it the bird motif that's really making my eye, is that it?
Okay. Well, it's a bird motif. This is 90 wool, 10% cotton. So it's really year-round. And it's the embroidery on this is an Ari stitch embroidery. It's slightly different than crewel. Ari embroidery means layering of the actual stitches. So you can see that it's on the close-up, you can actually see how many layers there are of the actual embroidery. And just to show you how I started, when we started this embroidery, this is what we started with. You can see that there was a lot of that you could see right through the stitches. So I worked really hard to get it to this effect. So you can see how many, they send me samples of the tassels. Every single thing is thought out. When you're buying something on television, you want someone that's actually looking through the stuff for you so that when you get it, it's already been, someone's already given us a stamp of approval. And this particular Portofino scarf, it's about the embroidery. It's the drama of the embroidery. It's the black and ivory, and it's the bird motif and the floral motif. And you know what, Callie, in this time period, the bird motif is very, very symbolic because birds symbolize a new beginning and new opportunities. And I think that wearing this scarf, it's kind of like a lucky scarf to wear it outside, that it's a time period that we're all waiting for a new beginning, a new time period, new things to happen, new adventures. And I think we've been waiting and sitting too long that we want something unique to happen to us. And I think that the scarf can, every single time you wear it, you'll feel like you're wearing something that's beautiful. And the scarf, especially the ivory one, I've had it on an ivory couch inside, and it looks beautiful as a throw.
This is my favorite scarf. I love this. We've got about 3 dozen of each. Again, all of the Clever Carriage items are so, so limited. This is the ivory on ivory, obviously. Julia's wearing the black and ivory. Sizing is a little different, as is the material. This is cotton and wool. So it's 90 cotton, 10% wool. It's 69 inches by about 29 inches. So instead of the rectangular styles that we had earlier in silk, this one is so incredible. This is like lines and rows of gorgeous embroidery. Can you guys, oh yeah, that's the shot. Beautiful, Kim. Oh, I love this one.
But that's what you want, Kate. You want a scarf that when you see it, it's like an oh my God moment.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're going for at Clever Carriage. I've worked for 8 months to bring you product that you're going to fall in love with. And every single time that you wear it, you'll have a bigger appreciation of the beauty of the craft, of the embroidery. And that's really what I want to bring on Clever Carriage. It's uniqueness, it's embroideries, it's handwork, it's handcraft, it's leather craft, and it's memorable. And I think that's really what we want, heirlooms from a different period that are memories. That when we walk out the door, we feel good about ourselves.
I love
and that's really what we've got to.
And we're going to get more into that too, but the whole story of the bird being a sign of rebirth and new beginnings and opportunities, that in and of itself speaks to me. But it's truly, when you see this and you touch this, you're going to be like, oh, it honestly is the most incredible quality. So we're gonna move into some matching bags. Not that it's the same exact motif, but it's so beautifully and close enough that, oh, Kim, you kill me every time. Look at this incredible bag. We have just the 2 colors, tan and ivory. We literally have 90 total between both colors. This is called it's a Portofino handcrafted leather hobo, and I shouldn't brush by handcrafted because that is the whole point of this line. Being a little on the pricier side, it's worth it. The investment that you're making is going to be with you for the rest of your life. Look at that slouchy style on this. More of the hobo style, Kim. About 18.5 inches in length, 2.5 in width, 12 in the height with an 11-inch double strap drop, and that bag opens up so beautifully as well. I'll show that to you in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, Kim.
Callie, this is a work of art. It's got like the karate chop, and it's got this drape effect on this bag. But you've got 10 hours on this bag. We've done this bag before in Saint-Tropez, and this one, I wanted to take it up a notch. So if you go into hsn.com, you can actually see how they actually color block this and then twist it. So the handle is completely braided, and this inlay of leather craft. But what's really fantastic, so you've got the actual on one, and then another one, and then the opening, the braid. It's all about details. Even the actual zipper pull is braided. But what's really interesting, Callie, about this bag, let me show you a hidden story. It's got a magnet underneath here. So what happens is if you're wearing it and you want to open your bag, you don't have to take the whole bag off to open the bag.
Ah.
So it's because of the magnet. It's got a magnet on the side here.
Well, isn't that clever?
So that you can actually wear the bag and go into the bag when you're searching for your money or searching for anything, so that you don't have to take the whole bag off to wear, to flip it. But this bag ages. It's all about, I'm here to think for you. I don't know trivia, but I know anything else. Embroidery, okay? I'm good for.
Kim, you crack me up. I'm gonna go to the cam, the overhead cam, so I can show you the inside of this bag, because it's as important as anything. And Donna's showing us the tan color. We also have it, of course, in the black. This one on a flex, You guys, it's $128, less than that with an HSN card. So again, I'm gonna open this up to show you, that is such a, I hate to use the word clever, but it is clever. And then of course, the nice wide opening with the braided zip pull, pocket on the inside, clever carriage, leather name tag, 2 pockets on the opposite side, and plenty of room to hold all of our things. I love the way you've used this slouchier style, yet you've incorporated these two, it's really the top and the bottom, or the north and the south, that make, look at that work. Look at that. Can you see?
I know, isn't it? It is. It's the artistry in the craft of the leather. And we use the softest lamb leather so that this bag is gonna age even more beautifully. And you can go onto hsn.com and actually see how they actually make it. It's a labor of love, all this handwork. And I think we're in a time, this is the time to buy products and buy accessories, one piece that you fall in love with and you use every single day.
I couldn't agree more.
And the bag has got a drape about it that's beautiful. The shape of this bag is interesting. The whole bag it's got this craft feel, which is amazing.
Oh, it's just incredible. I love the contrast of the black and the white. Kim, if somebody is just tuning in, I know it's really late on this coast, but California, the whole west side of the country is maybe just tuning in. Tell everybody, if they're not familiar with your brand, you started Clever Carriage 25 years ago. You've been with us for 14. Tell everybody a little bit more about your beginnings and what was it that really got you into this world?
I started with this in the beginning. I started with uniqueness. I wanted to do products and that I couldn't find, and that when you walked into a room, you got compliments. That was pretty much as simple as it came. And I wanted to do products that you knew what you were buying and you were educated and clever. You knew the embroidery stitch, you knew the leather stitch, you knew the name of the craft. So that, and I think more so now in 2020, we all want to be that educated, clever consumer that's buying a product that we love and we understand how it was made and the authenticity of the product.
Oh, well,
and how it's made.
What a beauty. And to that point, you can look at a video on hsn.com to show how all of this is hand cut, hand tied, hand knotted, hand braided. That is not something that you see anymore. And it's also, you look at this bag and you realize that is not a bag you're gonna see coming and going. This is so limited. You guys, you are going to be one of maybe 50 people in the world to be able to say this is your bag and nobody else. They're almost like one-of-a-kind limited edition, each and every bag that you make.
And because of the computer, handwork has become a dying world. And that's why it's getting harder and harder to find artisans to actually do handwork. I've been doing it for 25 years. And I must tell you, because people have just moved on to a computer age where everything is so quick and disposable, I think we are all dying and striving for handwork and handcrafted because you can't get it anymore.
Yeah, it's so true. And that's why these are bags, like stories are told around these bags. They're conversation starters. People will just be in awe of, especially when you get close and can really see this in person. And that's why I encourage you to, at least if you're curious, get it home and see what you think. You can touch it and play with it and smell the leathers and just inspect the workmanship. And what a treat that is. I mean, obviously, some bags from Clever Carriage we had some beautiful embroidered bags earlier. This to me is just signature Clever Carriage at its finest. It is the most incredible experience to own these bags. I said it earlier, Kim, and I didn't mean it as a joke. Women literally write their Clever Carriage bags into their wills. We've talked to them.
Yeah. No, they do, because you're investing in a bag for life. In other words, you're investing in a bag that you're gonna love and you're gonna wear it, and then you're gonna bring it back in a year's time. And that's really what Clever Carriage is about. It's an investment into an heirloom piece that you can pass on to generation and pass it on. We always believe that it's a circle of friends, of clever women that buy Clever Carriage Company. And that's what it is. It's about passing on the craft to someone else and passing on something that's handmade.
That's right. Well, we're going to move into what I think, from talking with you earlier, maybe your favorite bag of the night. Look at this. This is a whole new departure from Clever Carriage. Look at the Casablanca. This one is so beautiful. We've got the black and blue, black and red, and black on, let's see, black on white. So take a quick look. That whole, both front and back panels, all hand braided, all side panels, everything about these bags are leather. And by the way, this is over $80 off the regular HSN price, in spite of the fact that it's brand new. Double compartments, I love that feature. And then this feature is my favorite. There's like a secret compartment in the middle section. So right there, it's like, this is like an accordion style bag, but really beautifully functional.
Is this not, I love this bag. This is my favorite bag. I love this bag because I love braiding. I love when you go onto hsn.com and you actually see the inlay of this intricate basket weave of how long it takes, even to do 1 or 2 rows. If you try and do it yourself, you'll see it takes hours. And it's the whole braiding. And then I did it with color blocking because I wanted the drama of the color blocking to actually make it that striking piece of eye candy. And it's hand woven on both sides. And then you've got this very elegant shoulder strap detail. And this bag has got 3, Callie, did you see the secret middle piece?
Yes.
It's got a secret pocket in the center. They're totally for your money. And it's a very interesting size. It's not a big bag, and it's like a handbag kind of smaller shopper. And the shape of it is amazing. You've got feet at the bottom, a decent shoulder drop, and it's the most comfortable bag to put on your shoulder. It feels like you're carrying nothing.
Well, it's a beautiful design. It's more of a north-south silhouette with that wonderful, again, the functionality of this. That secret compartment is my favorite. Both sides offer you pockets, and so you've got organization available to you. Let me give you the dimensions here. 10.5 in length, 4.5 width, 12.5 in the height with a 10.25 inch double strap, all leather. Do you see the feet at the bottom? It stands up on its own. And what amazes me, Kim, is that you did this interwoven braided element, yet all those rows are completely straight. That's crazy.
I know. Is that not amazing?
Yeah.
Seriously, and that's what it is. These people, the women that make it, there's a craft that they are so passionate about that it's all about details. And I think that's what we've come down to. We're in a time period where we've all had time, and it's about patience. And you know, in the Victorian era, you know, in the Renaissance, people made stuff with their hands, and there was a respect level for handwork. And I think what we've gone through with the 4 months now, we all are in the same head frame that we are thriving and dying for handwork and handcraft and uniqueness.
Oh, look at this. And again, it's not
I
just...
love the black and white one.
I do too.
I love the black and white.
And
the black and white is drama.
Both sides are woven. Both sides are that wonderful color blocking story. That really is special. More of a spectator look here. Let me show you all your choices. The red and white is fabulous. And then the blue. Okay, I guess I did wear the right top.
I know. I told you, you were absolutely perfect, the right top. Right. There's something striking and drama about this bag.
Oh.
And it's one of those bags that every single time you wear it, it will kind of pull you together.
That's what it's all about.
Whatever you're wearing.
That's why accessories are the most important, I think, part of any outfit. And then we're gonna end our show tonight with this scarf coming up in a little bit. I love this scarf. It is the coolest thing because it's really all about the vintage doors that I know you've got stories to share with us. So it's coming up in just a moment. The scarves, Kim, are awesome. I'm so glad you do so many scarves for us because they're the most functional. I mean, in addition to handbags that we carry every single day, why not carry a handbag that's handmade, handcrafted, an old, you know, a lost art for most people in most parts of the world. So the scarf you can see on the side of the screen right now as well. But this, I love hearing from you, Kim, because you design so many bags. You must have so many favorite little babies. And I'm sure it's hard to pick a favorite even in 1 hour shows. But this, I know you were really, really proud of.
Yeah, it is my favorite because I like the size of it. It's an interesting size, and I love the weaving of it, the front and the back, and I love the color blocking because normally you see a color block bag, but it's not got weaving, and it's, you know what it is? It's about the recipe of the bag. In other words, when you're making food, you got to use good ingredients. You've got to use good leather, soft lamb leather. It's got to be the craft of the interweaving has got to be good. The shape has got to be good. And then the blocking, the color blocking to give it drama. So it's kind of like a symphony orchestra. And if one thing is out, you don't get a good looking bag. And my job at Clever Carriage is to see that every single product that Clever Carriage makes, you're proud to wear, and it oozes personality.
Well, that is an absolute guarantee with any bag that you're purchasing. I know many of you have been collecting over the 14 years Kim has been with us with Clever Carriage, and what a treat it is to have her back with us. It's been far too long, yet obviously Kim has been hard at work behind the scenes getting all of this ready for our big birthday celebration. I know Kim is going to be with us for one show later tonight on the list, and then we look forward to seeing full hours coming up early in September, as this brand really is. And I realized, you know, it's not within reach for everybody, but flex pay sure helps. Plus
And treat yourself.
And treat yourself. I agree with you. You told me that up in New York, it's so rare to even get out onto the street to go like to the grocery store. So why not? I think you said you wear your most expensive perfume. Why not? Live for today.
I put on the best looking bag. I put on the best looking espadrilles. I use my most expensive anything, because in all honesty, it's the time that you should really, we've been through so much the last 4 months. It's a time to spend on yourself and to treat yourself well. You know, we've all seen, you don't know what's around tomorrow. We never ever expected this in the last 4 months. Buy yourself roses, buy yourself perfume, buy yourself, you know, there's something about, we haven't discussed, a psyche of getting a new bag. When you get the psychological effect of getting a new bag and putting your stuff in a new bag, it puts a pep in your step. You suddenly walk out the door with a new energy, new vigor, and as if you're going to a new opportunity. And I think we all need that new beginning of getting out, getting something new, and putting your stuff in a new bag and organizing yourself in a new world and a new time frame and a new place. And we need to move on.
I agree, and I'm with you 100%. 1 dozen left in the red. Red is most limited at this point. There's the blue and white plus all the black and white. Black and white is very popular too. Just a beautiful choice, but obviously one of a kind. So let's.
The black and white is beautiful.
Yeah, that's my personal favorite. Okay, Kim, we've got a couple minutes left. Tell us about your vintage doors scarf. This is,
okay.
Wow, look at that.
I love it. It's Casablanca, and I wanted vintage doors. I wanted these bright colored doors so that it went so well with the actual bag. I believe in vintage doors because I think that doors are so interesting. I always want to imagine who lives behind that door. And I think that doors tell so many stories. So I wanted to do a scarf with all those interesting doors that you could see the intricate ironwork at the top of the door. And the colors of these are amazing. It would look amazing on a white couch, amazing on a white duvet. Use your scarves all around the house, really.
I'm with you. I've used scarves on my table, my dining table, as runners, as part of the decoration up for a tabletop. But you're right. Chairs, sofas, end of the bed. You can wear them on your handbags. You can wear them around your neck, on your body like this. Obviously, scarves are not just for, you know, a certain season. They are all year. If you want some upper arm coverage, if you want to fill this in at the neckline in the winter, you've got a nice, beautiful, you know, winter wool coat. Look at the color that this brings. To look at all these colors, Kim.
The colors are amazing, and this would look amazing as well, Callie, in floating glass.
I was thinking
you could do a white couch, and then you frame this in a floating glass. These doors. There's something interesting doors that really adds so much to it.
I am with you. I'm with you on this obsession because it does. There's a mystery behind each door, and I want to go visit every single one of them. This is cotton modal, by the way.
You
different.
Know what?
Go ahead.
Go to hsn.com and treat yourself. Think of yourself. You know what? We are the most important, and enjoy every single day and buy handwork and buy craft and buy products and accessories that you love. And I'll be on at 9 o'clock for the list.
That's great. Tonight.
But thank you so much. And I'm so grateful to everybody to have, we're working with HSN. You know, we're small little brands that
I
bring
know.
you unique
Well,
products.
we love you so
and
much.
I'm so grateful. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Kim. It is so great to see you. Have a wonderful night. Continue ordering all the beautiful, clever Carriage bags, everyone. Enjoy.
Now more than ever, we all need a little extra fun. That's what birthdays are for. Come celebrate our 43rd birthday all month long. Cue to confetti, more deals, more special guests, more new products, more big events, daily surprises, and giveaways galore, 43 to be exact. Some things just get better with age. Find your fun all month long. Are you obsessed with beauty? Join our beauty birthday celebration all day long on July 29th. 24 hours devoted to beauty. Shop your favorite beauty brands like Tweaked, The Beauty Spy, and Beauty Bioscience, and discover our next big brands with the Big Find. Plus, don't miss a 3-hour beauty report with Amy Morrison at 9 p.m. It's an entire day of beauty with valuable birthday surprises, too. Find new favorites Wednesday at midnight on HSN and hsn.com.
Happy 43rd birthday, HSN.
You don't look a day older than